Hello, everybody. This is Daniel Benoit, founder of the ECBRO and host of your YouTube channel, Bigfoot Zone, ECBRO, the East Coast Bigfoot Researchers Organization. And I'm here to give you a little bit of rundown about what we got going on. We have a serious Bigfoot investigation coming up. It's actually coming up this weekend. So uh, I was actually shared a lot of information. I'm going to try to give you what I can and let you kind of fill you in on what we have going on, what we were shared. Hey, how you doing? Greetings to you too, sir. Well, let's see if I can try to get this out there. First of all, let me give you a little history about this specific area. I'm going to try to share as much detail without sharing the exact location. Well, for starters, this particular exact location is actually private property. However, this private land is on the Blue Ridge Parkway, which is also known as Skyline Drive in a stretch here in Virginia. Um, Now, over the years, I've actually been gathering reports, sightings, and a lot of information regarding this whole area. There is a cluster pattern that's been developed, and I am seeing a lot of activity. However, a lot of the reports have not just come from this whole general area, but the other interesting thing is they're all coming from round about the same time of year. All right, so here we are. You know, we're in a very mountainous area on the parkway. From what I was told, this specific location, um, the landowner has a camp set up there. They own the property. Um, they have activity there. They have a property. There's a small field there, and most of the surrounding area. There's a lot of hills and steep drop offs. There's creeks and streams that run through there. And when I learned about the exact location, I was very excited because I've gathered reports just both north and south of there. So here we are, right here in the center, where I've been getting a lot of activity reports and sightings. Um, there was a lady who reported to me and shared the following information. Over the years, as long as the property has been owned, there's been sightings there. There's been stories of activity, vocalizations, and for many years, everybody who has claimed privately to see something, they've always kept it among themselves. And this lady and her husband, they both claim to have seen squatches there. And one of the most recent things they've seen there just this past year, which they've never seen there before, as much as they spend time there, are small juvenile tracks. We're talking about roughly like toddler-sized tracks. To them, that's very new. They've only seen the larger tracks. They've never seen smaller tracks, and that's just a small part of it. So I believe that they are pretty much inhabiting this area. Now, from what the lady told me, they're always in this area. This area has a lot of screaming and yelling. There's a lot of activity. She claims that the squatches stay there year round, regardless of the weather. And she added that it's this time of year when the weather is starting to get cold that they seem to be getting a little crazy over there. Um, Now she assures me, and she's asked me if I've ever seen them before and how often. And I was honest with her. She said, "Well, she almost guarantees pretty much that we will see something there." And I mean, I really hope so. I've been wanting to find a location in this area for a long time to spend some time there to investigate that area. Now I got this area that's pinpointed right there in the center of where we've been getting all this other activity, and my fingers are crossed. I feel very pumped about this. Me and my team, we plan on being out there this weekend. We're gonna head out there Friday evening, spend Saturday and Sunday there, and I'm really looking forward to this. So now she made a claim, and I've heard of a white Bigfoot before, but she claims there is a white one that hangs around in this area. Now, I've talked about white ones with others before, others that claim to see the white ones. Excuse me. And to me, I never seen a white one. Most reported common colors are, um, yeah, most common reported colors are the reddish brown, dark brown, black. The white ones, I believe, are spotted very rarely. And my opinion is, I believe if people are already seeing a white one, my honest opinion is, I believe it's either a rare color, or they may be older. They may be an older Sasquatch, where they may be a whitish gray color. So, in my opinion, I believe that could be a possibility that they just may be of age, older age, where they turn gray, just like humans do. As you see, I got the white and the gray in the beard. As you age, our hair color changes. To me, it's logical. It makes sense. It could be a possibility. Then again, now if we're relating or comparing to a Sasquatch to some of our known primates, you got silverback gorillas. They don't call them silverback for nothing. They do have that silver grayish hair color. And could that be a sign or a trait to a possible Bigfoot? Let's see. Let me read a couple comments here. Hey, Daniel, it's Sam. I changed my YouTube channels. Okay, cool. All right, great to have you on here, Sam. I'm trying to keep my phone steady here so I don't fall. So yeah, she claims there is a white one that's hanging in the area, and again, she guarantees us to have a sighting. I don't know. I really hope so. But again, back to what I was saying, if there is white ones that people are seeing, I believe again they could be old or of age, or similar to a silverback gorilla. Everybody has their own opinion and thoughts on these. That's just my opinion. So from what I understand, we don't have to go too far from camp. We are going to be doing some exploring. I'll be doing some video filming. Anything interesting I come across, I will be taking pictures. So, again, there will be me. My daughter will be joining me. Greg Corbin, his wife, and we do have a couple other members that plan on being there. So we're going to have a small group with us, and hopefully the more boots on the ground and the exploring that we do, hopefully we might see or have a chance of seeing something or finding some good stuff. So I just want to give everybody a heads up what to look forward to. Again, we're going to head out on the 9th. We'll head out on the evening of November 9th. We'll be there on the Saturday and Sunday. And we'll kind of go from there. So there is no phone reception in the area from what I was told. No phone reception. So we'll see how that works out. Let's see. Let's see what else we got here. Have you found areas where they do their business, so to speak? Personally, I can't say that I have. I've come across various forms of scat. All the forms of scat and feces I've ever come across were all related to known species: coyote, bobcat, deer, bear, a lot of bear. I can't say I've ever come across anything that appeared different. So, yeah, Sam said there's always a plus when there is no phone reception in the research area. Yeah. Well, the other thing I find very incredible, like I mentioned earlier when I first started talking about this area, this whole general area, unless you have private land in this area, the other thing is it's not touched by people that much, because anybody who is familiar with the Blue Ridge Parkway knows that there's no hunting allowed unless you have private land that's connected to it, such as where we're going to be. So for this area to be inhabited by Squatches, for what they're claiming, I feel that there's a credibility to this claim and statement. That's why we're going to go out and investigate. If there's anything out there, if there's signs or evidence, we'll find something. We're very observant individuals. When we're out there in the field, anything that's out there, we're going to find it. So, um, so from what I understand, the landowner, they they hunt on the property occasions. It's not heavily hunted by the landowner, but they do hunt there. And again, it is part of the Blue Ridge Parkway, which runs all the way down into North Carolina, up through Northern Virginia, and there is a lot of wildlife up there. I've heard of sightings on top of the parkway because on part of the parkway there is a drive. It's the stretch here in Virginia. It's called Skyline Drive. If you head down south, there's a certain location that splits off. It goes the other way. It's just called the Blue Ridge Parkway. Well, this is all part of the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's known as Skyline Drive. I've heard of sightings on the Blue Ridge Parkway. People have claimed to have seen Sasquatch on the side of the highway. One of the reports I have received just south of this area, probably about 10 miles, if that, or less than that, about between 5 and 10 miles, there was a sighting going up the mountain by a mother and her daughter that was driving up the mountain. And I went to go meet up and investigated that approximately about 3-4 years ago now. So there's been activity where a couple had shared information with me regarding their mother's house, who lives in the mountains, a house all by itself, remotely by itself, where they found humanoid foot tracks around the house. The house has been, objects have been thrown at the house. It sounds like the side of the house has been beaten on. This is all areas, this is all in the same area. I've had other sighting reports north of there. So this is a very, claimed to be hot spot, which I am, trying to get a lot of information from. So I've been waiting to find a location such as what we're going to this weekend. I knew it's been a matter of time where the right person will come along and share information with us to allow us to come onto their property to investigate. Some of these other reports, they were just from people hiking. Again, the old lady's house, they lived there. They never seen nothing, but that's the activity and the tracks that they found. There's been other sightings, where I was able to find these locations. Again, this particular location where we'll be in the center, surrounding everything we've ever, gathered. So, and again, it's all the other information and all the other stories all happened around this time of year. So here we are. We're getting cold weather. It's we're getting more into fall now, and the reason we chose this location because we were just shared the information just a couple days ago, and the reason we're choosing this location is because any hunters that will be out in the woods will be out in full effect after this weekend. More, because there's bow season and black powder in right now. But again, this particular location, there is no hunting here unless it's done by the landowner, and they don't even hunt there as much as they used to. So there'll be very little to no people in the area, which is a plus. So again, I am looking forward to giving you guys a report on everything that we have coming up, anything that we may come across. So Brown Door said my area has the #1 footage. If you have any photos or anything, if you have any, I'll be glad to take a look at that. You can send them to my email, ECBRO98@gmail.com. Or if you're on Facebook with me, just send them through Messenger. Glad to take a look. So, but ladies and gentlemen, I think that pretty much covers everything I wanted to share with you guys tonight. Again, we're preparing. It's going to be very cold this weekend. I already checked the weather ahead of time. I think the high is only going to be in the low 50s. So, okay, Patterson. Oh, that's what you're telling me. You live out west. Okay, gotcha. So, Zach, it's okay if you missed anything I've shared. Feel free to go back. This is live right now, but you'll still be able to watch this afterwards. And so, if all those who are on here, please feel free to share this live feed around. Some of you guys, some will catch it later when it's not live. But this information will be covering is discussing what we got going on this weekend, which is November 9th. We'll be headed out. So we'll be out there November 9th, 10th, and 11th. Again, November 9th, 10th, and 11th, we'll be out there. Me, Greg Corbin, and a couple other of the ECBRO members. So, yeah, thank you, Michael. Thank you. So, that pretty much basically covers that. Again, I'm not giving no exact locations, and you know, we hope to find something, hope to see something, and hope to capture it on film. So, I mean, it's not guaranteed. It is not guaranteed. However, the landowner does. She made it sound like we're guaranteed to see something. So, I mean, that's her say so. I mean, we don't know that. So only time will tell. So, meanwhile, thank you guys for jumping on here and listening. And again, please feel free to share this live feed and share my videos around. Check out I have recent field videos I have uploaded. And, yeah, I have one. It's called Bigfoot on the Ridge. So check that out. Share your opinion and thoughts on that. And I have another video I uploaded just before that. It's called the Bigfoot photo shoot. They're just a series of photos that connect or that go with the other field video called Bigfoot on a Ridge. So, yeah, I appreciate anything you guys share on my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Feel free to subscribe. I definitely appreciate your subscription. That way you guys stay updated anytime I go live, especially when I upload any field video footage from this coming weekend. So, and that way you guys can stay up to date on everything I do, and future podcasts, open discussions, and also, again, field videos. So you guys have a great night, a great day, actually, and stay warm out there. So that's right. That's right, Zach. Look out, Jack. Here comes Daniel Warbeard. All right. You guys keep it real. Till next time.